This is the plaintiff, James Morton. He says the defendant used to work for him and loaned him money to buy a car. The defendant was making payments on the car and then just stopped out of the blue. There's still a balance due of $700 on the car. He can't seem to get the defendant to pay him. And here they are. This is the defendant, Ryan Adams. He says he has no idea why his former boss is suing him for this money because he doesn't owe him a dime. He thinks the plaintiff's just mad because he quit after being forced to work 18 to 20 hours per day. Bottom line, the honorable judge will see right through the plaintiff's case and he owes no money. He's accused of trying to boss his boss around. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $500 for lost wages.
All parties, please use your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The defendant used to work for the plaintiff, and the plaintiff loaned him money to buy a car, and he got stiffed. But the defendant says the plaintiff is mad because he quit because the guy runs a sweatshop. It's the case of don't sweat it.
Thank you, Douglas. James Morton, you are suing Ryan Adams, who used to work for you, for $700 that you say constitutes a loan he hasn't finished repaying for a vehicle. And you have a counterclaim against him for $500, 2 days of lost wages. Let's talk to you first. What happened?
Well, Ryan Adams working for the family business has nothing to do with it, Your
What's
Honor.
the family business? You mean your family or
Yeah.
you are family?
No.
Your own
It's
family.
a family
Okay.
business.
Go ahead.
So Ryan had borrowed $2,000 for a down deposit on a vehicle that he wanted to purchase. It was a Chevy pickup truck, I believe it was.
But tell me about your connection. He worked for your,
For my family owns a business.
what's the business?
It's a pellet business.
So would he use that car to deliver stuff?
Yes.
Okay, but the car was in his name.
Yes.
All right, so did you have him sign anything when he borrowed the $2,000?
No, well, we just had a little notebook going that, showed, he
But that's in
borrowed-
your handwriting. Do you have him sign anything?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
'cause
you
I-
loaned him the $2,000 and then he would pay you back how?
Weekly, I have dates and everything that.
Would he actually give you money or you withheld money?
No, he gave me money because that money was out of my own pocket.
All right, and so you have something in writing that you would write where when he would pay you money, would you give him a receipt when he paid you back?
No, he never asked for one.
Everybody does things so informally. Okay, so he gets down to the $700. Now he only owes $700, and what happens?
He stopped paying.
Okay, was he still working there?
No,
What had happened with the job?
he was terminated.
He was fired. Mm-hmm. Okay, and why was he fired?
He just had a bad attitude.
Okay, so you tell him it's not working out, and then
For the second time.
for the second time. What do you mean for the second time?
He was let go before for the
Why
same.
did we hire him then?
I wanted to give him a chance.
Okay, and $2,000.
And $2,000.
Okay, so he ends up working somewhere else, I guess, and then all of a sudden there's no loan.
Correct.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, I did borrow money from him.
How much did you borrow?
The 700.
700 or 2,000?
700.
Okay.
And what happened with the work is I was driving the company vehicle and it broke down. And I drove it back to the shop, barely, in the breakdown lane, doing 5 miles an hour, very dangerous. And I got it back to the shop and he wanted me to continue. I said, no, I'm not working till 11, 12 at night. And we got into an argument in front of customers, in front of 2 other employees that were there, and he lost his temper. He has an anger problem. And that's where it ended up.
And then you got fired.
And then I got
so
fired.
why didn't you pay back the 700? You said you borrowed
I never
700.
signed anything.
Huh?
I never signed anything.
That's why you didn't pay back the 700? Because you didn't sign anything?
Yeah.
So would you ever rehire somebody you fired because they have a bad attitude?
Honestly, I wouldn't, because if you had a bad attitude, I fired you and I'm not hiring you again.
Fair enough. And you say?
I would have rehired.
Why?
Because sometimes I have a bad attitude from having a bad day or a situation, but it doesn't make me a bad person.
That's like self-flagellation. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Do you owe the 700?
Yeah. But I didn't sign anything, so what?
Really?
Yeah.
You think because you didn't sign anything? Who's the lady with you?
That's my girlfriend.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
Do you think that's weird, what he just said? You don't think about it much?
Your Honor, I have text
Cool.
messages.
Do you think you have to say anything? Honestly, you have to say something now? So I want to subscribe to your newsletter here where you borrow money, but you don't have to pay it back because it's not in writing. What does that mean? He can't prove it because it's not in writing?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe he proved it by what came out of your mouth 30 seconds ago? Maybe he proved it that way, by you admitting it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Are you daft? Like, seriously, do you think that when someone doesn't sign something, they don't owe the money? Is that what you think? How stupid can you be? I'd fire you, too. What's your counterclaim about? This should be fun.
because I'm wasting my time here.
It's going to take every ounce of strength I have to not get off this bench and strangle him.
Gonna
Now
block
you know
your
what I
pass.
go through, Your Honor.
No, I don't. Here's what I don't know. Why you would rehire him. How desperate are you for drivers?
It's not that, Your Honor. Everybody deserves a second chance.
No, everybody doesn't. Some people do. Some people really deserve a second chance. Some people deserve a fifth chance. But I'm not sure that deserves a second chance. I mean, he literally is looking at you saying, I didn't sign anything, so I don't owe you money. I mean, he's not even denying that it's true.
I just want to give him a second chance, Your Honor.
Well, you're a fool.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay, $700 verdict for the plaintiff. And I may charge you $500 for wasting my time if I could, but I can't, so just zero.
Well, the plaintiff's going to get this $700 he sued for. Mr. Adams, you heard what the judge just said to you. What do you think?
I think it's all bogus.
What do you mean? What's bogus? What do you mean?
The whole thing.
What whole thing?
Coming here and suing, it's just stupid.
You know, this is filed in court.
Yeah.
You're being sued for the money that he lent you. And you aren't going to pay him back, have no intention of paying back. Everybody's watching you thinking, what a stupid idiot you are.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. That's all their opinions.
What do you think of what he's doing? What's your opinion?
Just there for moral support.
Moral, you're not giving much. You're not giving much. Well, look, I'm sorry for you.
Whatever.
Okay, on your way. I don't know. Mr. Morton, crazy.
Yes, sir.
You know, I think the judge is right. You know, you seem like a nice guy. You want to give him a second chance, and you got bitten.
I got bit.
So did you learn anything from all this?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Not to lend money to morons.
Yeah. You said it, okay?
Very good.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
I don't know, Harvey. This is one for the books. What do you think?
Okay, I mean, look, I gotta say, this guy needs to grow up. He is gonna keep getting fired. There was absolutely no question about that if he keeps that bad attitude.